A clay bar, when used with a clay lubricant, will safely glide across the surface of the paint, removing anything that protrudes from the surface. A clay bar can remove overspray, brake dust, rail dust, and industrial pollution. A clay bar cannot remove scratches, swirls, or etchings. Once all the contaminants are removed and the surface is silky smooth, the paint is now ready for polishing and waxing. Pinnacle's Ultra Poly Clay is the single finest clay composition available today. Ultra Poly Clay is a patented clay formula made exclusively for Pinnacle Natural Brilliance. Ultra Poly Clay has an excellent elasticity and a soft, non-abrasive texture. It's safe on any type of paint finish, glass, fiberglass, and metal. The first thing you need to do is to mold the clay. Mold the clay by squeezing it into your hand. Once it becomes pliable, roll it into a ball and flatten it into a disc shape. Start by saturating both the clay bar and area to be clayed with Pinnacle clay lubricant. Glide the clay over the wet area of the paint using little to no pressure. As the clay goes over the paint, you will feel and hear the clay picking up the contaminants. Keep going over the area until the clay glides easily and you no longer feel or hear contaminants on the paint. Remove clay lubricant with a Cobra microfiber towel.
The things you don't want to do with a clay bar is push too hard into the paint because it will scratch if you apply too much pressure. Also always make sure that you have enough lubricant. If you don't, they'll stick and you'll get clay residue and you could also mar the paint.
When working on the horizontal surfaces, be careful not to drop your clay bar. You don't want to use a clay bar that has been dropped because it could pick up contaminants that can potentially scratch your paint's finish. When the clay becomes dirty, fold it upon itself and knead it until a clean surface appears. Also, check the clay periodically to make sure that you didn't pick up any large contaminants that might scratch the paint. Discard the clay bar when you can no longer knead it into a clean surface. A great tool for claying is the polish and pal with the clay disc adapter. The clay disc adapter has a smooth side and a Velcro side. Attach the Velcro side to the polish and pal and the molded clay bar to the smooth side. Now you have a handle for your clay. This will keep your hand dry and prevent the clay from accidentally slipping out of your hand during use. Use the same claying technique when using the polishing pal. Spray some lubricant on the clay and on the surface. Again, use no pressure in clay until you cannot hear or feel any more contaminants being picked up. Wipe the residue off with a Cobra microfiber towel and move on to the next section.